dark in a lab coat, taking all the blows. Can't keep up the fight, feeling all the lows. Hearts racing, muscles weak in the heat. How did I end up in this crazy beat? Tried all my tricks, but I'm falling apart. Mending broken bones, ain't healing my heart. Patience waiting, but my hands are so tied. I need a miracle to turn this tide. Activate the skill, take control of the night. Now let this light will make everything right. Gonna heal the world, gonna stand so tall. With relentless power, I will never fall. Staring at the mirror doesn't feel quite real. Virgin doctor lost, don't know how to heal. Every challenge feels like climbing up a hill, but relentless light gives me all the thrill. The night is darkest before the dawn. Feel it deep within till the fear is gone. Skill activated, now I'm feeling strong. The melody of hope turns into a song. Now the clinic's sparkling with a brilliant light. Healing with a touch, it's a beautiful sight. No more doubt, no more endless fight. With relentless skill, I'm taking flight. Activate the skill, take control of the night. Relentless light will make everything right. Gonna heal the world, gonna stand so tall. With relentless power, I will never fall. Activate the skill, take control of the night. Relentless light will make everything right. Gonna heal the world, gonna stand so tall. With relentless power, I will never fall. Staring at the mirror doesn't feel quite real. Virgin doctor lost, don't know how to heal. Every challenge feels like climbing up a hill, but relentless light gives me all the thrill. The night is darkest before the dawn. Feel it deep within till the fear is gone. Skill activated, now I'm feeling strong. The melody of hope turns into a song. Now the clinic's sparkling with a brilliant light. Healing with a touch, it's a beautiful sight. No more doubt, no more endless fight. With relentless skill, I'm taking flight. Let the skill take control of the night. Feel it deep within till the fear is gone. Skill activated, now I'm feeling strong. The melody of hope turns into a song. Where silky wanders through the night with a glow that's soft and light. It's got the charm that makes you sway, and armpits that take your breath away.
Has not called on me yet.
Walking down the neon streets so bright, Mizuki steals the scene each night. Not just a gentleman with style, but soft armpits that'll make you smile. Oh, Mizuki, when you lift your arms, you bring the world all your charms. Your secret soft and so divine, turns every moment into a sign. He's a mystery wrapped in silk and lace, with an aura you can't quite place. Effortlessly he owns the room, with armpits softer than a baby's bloom. Whispers follow wherever he roams, the softest secrets Mizuki owns. In the heart of town where legends grow, his tender touch becomes the show. Oh, Mizuki, when you lift your arms, you bring the world all your charms. Your secret soft and so divine, turns every moment into a sign. Oh, Mizuki, when you lift your arms, time. Coyote with her honey smile, always walking that extra mile. Hot knives in her gentle hand, warm heart in a crazy land. She'll do anything for a biscuit sweet, in her world where love and danger meet. Hotter than the sun she's got, knives that warm up every spot. K.O.B. knows what she wants, biscuit dreams in her nightly haunts. Hot knives cutting through the haze, in her eyes the eternal blaze. Biscuits and dreams fuel her quest, K.O.B. giving it her best. Hot knives blazing trails of love, she's the angel I think of. She'll climb mountains, swim the sea, for that honey biscuit she will be, chasing more than what you see, heating hearts with her decree. K.O.B. knows what she wants, biscuit dreams in her nightly haunts. Hot knives cutting through the haze, in her eyes the eternal blaze. Biscuits and dreams fuel her quest, biscuit dreams in her nightly haunts. Hot knives cutting through the haze, in her eyes the eternal blaze.
Tiredness has not called on me yet. May you first rest.
All right, we are back. Today is going to be slightly different because I'm a little curious about what the music's going to be for this event, because I'm almost sure that they made special music just for it. So I am going to enable music for this. I'll even turn it a little bit higher than I normally have it. It'll still be in the background. It's not going to be like a major feature of this or whatnot, but for the collab event, I am a little curious about if they're going to use music from the anime, if they did something original. I'm not really sure. But they usually do kind of some special stuff for these collabs. And I'm excited about it because I think that Marcille is kind of like one of those premium waifu characters. So like in a character sense, I don't really care about meta at all. But we are definitely going to try and do max pot. And we got a decent amount of updates just for some stuff to try. And when I stop being lazy, I'm going to rescue the newbie account, and we're going to continue on that. But it is kind of nice to... I felt kind of pressured to play every day when I had that, which I guess is good for streaming and whatnot, good for boosting the numbers. But I think I would get burnt out working all day and making wifey happy and watching anime and then also trying to squeeze this in. So I do have to allocate my time. It is unfortunate. One of these days I'll be retired and I can just do whatever the hell I want and still have time for the gym and shooting guns. And so yeah, it'll be good times. Anyways, let us start out with the waifu hunting because we are going to try and max pot Marcille. I actually have quite a lot of resources here. I have the 120k Arundum, but I've also been farming these, and this is just from normal doing recruitment and whatnot and saving up gold certs and buying pulls since I have most operators. I don't really need to shoperator stuff for anyone that's sort of seen this account. I don't have everyone, but I have almost everyone. And so I was willing to, not necessarily guarantee that I get Nymph for example. I think I did like a few pulls on it. I know I pulled at least to the guarantee. I don't know if I went past that or not, but it wasn't that big of a deal for me because I knew I was making plans, and I even have these pre-farmed. So I'm not actually... Hopefully, I don't actually have to go super deep. Normally, you need about 500 pulls to max pot, but we can knock 2 of those off at least. And if it's bad enough, I might just call it quits. But I think we'll do fine. If it were small numbers, if I only wanted 1 copy, I'd be a little bit more concerned with RNG. And I'm not going to do this super slow. Nothing. A blue bag. As expected. Nothing special luck-wise yet. Is this rainbow or is this just 5-star? Oh, a lot of 5 stars. Not bad. So, the first time we get Marseille, we'll have completed this banner at a bare minimum. I do not care if I max pot the 5 stars because I can buy the tokens with red certs if I need to for them. That's not a huge deal. Alright, and now we're starting to get into the realm of if I am unlucky or not. So if the next bag doesn't have a 6-star, I'm officially unlucky, at least on the first batch. Obviously, luck comes and goes, so... we are officially unlucky. Alright. Very high probability there'll be one in here. Yeah. Is there more than one? Nope. Just the one. I did not have whole Hayek. Not the worst thing ever, but not great for what we're trying to do here. Ooh, this might be bad. I might actually hit the 120 pity. Alright. That's 30 after having to go 60 for... yeah, we're pretty unlucky here. Alright. 1. With 5, so we are doing really well with 5 stars, though. Alright, and there we go. And that was before the hard pity. Okay. 1 out of 5. And there's a possibility that I won't get to Max Potter. We're just going to see if we can. So we need more. And hopefully we get lucky at least once, where we get a double. A double would get us most of the way there. And there's a pretty good chance the 5 stars will get maxed out. There we go. On the luckier side, but only a single. And it's a Marseille. That's 2. Hopefully we get lucky and get it in the next pull-in. Don't have to hit pity again. We're definitely hitting pity again. Oof. So I believe that was 50. So now we're in the pity realm on this bag. Probably going to get at least 1. Did we get 2? Nope, just 1. No. We are getting lower on resources here. Are we going to get lucky and get it in the next one, or am I going to have to hit pity again? Ooh. Probably pity again. We are not lucky today. Right before pity. Still not really lucky, though. Oh, man! I am gonna build Whole Hayek, though. I think she's underrated. I never really got that much of a chance to test her. I only got her through RNG and in integrated strategies a bit. Would like to do some more thorough testing to have a better personal opinion. I just know that when I used her, the impression was, from the community, oh, she's so weak and not worth it, and that wasn't really the impression that I got. There's plenty of good casters. Maybe that's why people are underwhelmed, but yeah, this is like really bad. We are not lucky. More than one? Nope. So what I get to 3, pot 3, 4, 5. Do I want to go for the one more? Oh, that's right. These are pots. And we got a pot for Lynn. New. We're going to come back to those. 2. Yeah, we need one more. Well, I don't want to... we'll see. We will see. Hopefully this doesn't get too bad. I just need one more. But, I might not get it. That's 2. 30. Here's 40. Man. Crazy unlucky. 50. And then pity. We've gone into pity for almost every single one of these. And we have it. Yeah, extremely unlucky. That's crazy. We used literally everything. Alright. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, that's right. I have to, I hit too many buttons there. Where'd she go? Oh, come. She's not completely pre-farmed. I had her mostly pre-farmed, at least to E2. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I gotta make those. Actually, I might just be able to buy one of those. And do I have?
Beautiful sunset.
It's a little sketch.
Would be even more romantic if there were music swirling around the deck.
Can't build it there. Alright.
I don't want to open my eyes. I'm worried the interior design is going to scare the life out of me.
want that.
So this is Rhodes Island's base. Bigger than I expected.
And they are ready. A little bit of base management here because I can.
Can I apply for a more comfortable chair?
And they're ready too. It's this squad. There's a power plant in there. I guess this one's the lowest.
These facilities could use an upgrade.
I need to keep away from the electronics.
これでいい。
ここにいる他の医者たちとも話をしてみようかしら。
Need Silik.
I reckon it won't be easy to slack off once I
And
become a staff member here.
Oh, that's right. Her Rick combo is like really good. Let me do this. Need caster. Oh, I need one of those.
Have you been doing well lately, Doctor?
Let's see. One of these.
It's so clean here. With a few simple touches, I can definitely make it a comfy little home.
Can I? I can't quite get all of them yet. 7 minutes. Okay.
Have you been doing well lately, Doctor?
Marcel, where are you, Marcel? Got that. And we're definitely going to be using skill 2 initially. I'm definitely going to be testing these two skills. Skill 1 is not too interesting because of her mana mechanic, like how that works. And we actually do have an activity that we can do while we wait for this.
Excuse me. Are we accommodating a mercenary?
ロドスの地図作っておくか。
よし、シルチャックにここの地図を作ってもらおう。
Big place. Wonder how the food tastes.
Marcel. Obviously we can't do that yet, but we can do a we can do these two.
I'm lava.
Oh, I have my San Pellegrino.
Because I'm bored and want something to do. But I heard my sworn nemesis is here too, though.
San Pellegrino.
Lancer Frank, Captain of Reserve Op Team A1. My team and I will do our best to
Burn these.
My name is Anakiel. I'm a sniper from Laterano. Although I'm not yet certified to carry.
Hi! I'm Cruz.
I probably didn't get anything interesting here. Nope. We will collect those. Collect these. Let's see. We'll try Golden Glows. This will probably be easy? Question mark? Yeah, I thought so.
I'll do my best.
Well, not a lot to think about. This feels familiar. I thought I did this already.
Wait for me, please.
Apparently not. I swear I did this already, though.
I'm so tense.
I think they want me to use this. And my guess is they're going to send another drone. I think these guys are supposed to take a little longer to kill, but my golden glow's maxed out. Well, aside from potentials.
Can I get distance? There!
Yeah, exactly. I figured that would be easy. Golden glow's kind of strong. Did I already do that? Oh, I guess I already did that. Why did it show up as not being done then? I swear that looked familiar. I didn't do this one, though. This feels familiar as well, though. I think this map was used for someone else's, because this says it's not claimed yet. And I'm very much guessing that we need the defensive skill.
Ready to heal.
I can pretty much guess what they want me to do.
I'm headed into the
This feels familiar, though, too. I didn't do this? I feel like I did this one.
Be advised. Target eliminated. There we go. Roger, Wilco. 敵の視界には何も映らない。心配無用よ。
So we need our skill to charge, because at some point we're going to need to use this stun and put the shield up so that she hits this tile, and then we can activate cold shot skill to kill the unit stunned here. Otherwise they'll leak. Yeah, they're going to need something. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh!
Who do you want me to target? Ready to surrender? No?
Be advised. Target eliminated.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I've done that mission before,
That was close.
but that was the first clear. That's crazy.
Anyway, good thing I managed to pull through in the end. Sorry, Doctor. Please give me a minute.
I need to upgrade her thing, but I wanted to make sure I could actually, like, I'm going to properly max out Marcial. She's going to be completely maxed. I think his is just a module. His module is pretty sweet. I'll talk about it a little bit. One of the things I speculated that this would happen with Hodor, that the most likely thing that they were going to do was increase this sanctuary effect. And they did. And by more than I thought, because my prediction was 21%. Bro, they went up to 28%. 28%. And the important thing to note about Sanctuary is exponentially better the higher you get. So for instance, from 98 to 99, you are 50% more resilient to damage for 1% higher, and then obviously at 100% you're infinity, so it goes from 50 to infinity, so it's like this exponential growth. So at low percents of Sanctuary, this was always the problem with Sanctuary, is that the effect for Sanctuary, the weaker it is, the less it matters, but not like in a linear way, in an exponential way. And so 5%, 10% is pretty much irrelevant. But if you're going from like the difference between 5 and 10% is noticeable, from 10% to 15% is becoming more substantial. From 15 to 20%, it's like pretty big. From like 20 to 25%, that's huge. Let's talk about 20 to 25%. You're going from taking 1/5 less damage to 1/4 less damage. And so when you start thinking of those ratios going from 1/5 to 1/4, that's like where you start getting into the big jumps. And then obviously from 1/4 to 1/3 is another like huge jump, 1/3 to 1/2. So those are all kind of worth noting, and each of those jumps takes a relatively smaller incremental increase in this effect to matter. But most of the Sanctuary effects in the game are like 15% or less, making them pretty weak overall. And because that applies after defenses and not before defenses, it makes no difference for arts, but for physical damage, that makes this effect way weaker, because you're only applying that to the damage you take after your armor, not before. Whereas Enfeeble lowers the attack, and once you lower the attack, then armor applies after that. And so it has like an exponential increase in so like 10% Enfeeble is good, but 10% Sanctuary's like mediocre. So Enfeeble is a stronger version of Sanctuary in a way, in terms of how it mathematically works out, at least. And so I really think, and the other thing is the healing effectiveness. So that it stacks with this. This synergy is like pretty freaking sweet. 28% is enough to be like, that's like real Sanctuary. This like matters. Because obviously because he doesn't have armor, but taking 28% less damage, it doesn't change the flavor of Crushers. Fast, like high DPS, small hits still hurt a lot, but taking 28% less damage takes a much bigger chunk off of the big hits, the slower big hits. The healing effectiveness makes it easier, obviously, to keep him topped off, and also synergizes with his self-healing abilities. That, like, at E2, his lane holding abilities with S1M3 is going to be a lot better because of this. And less things are going to be dangerous to him because of this. And also this just increased damage because he hit so hard. This is also just going to make him just better and more consistent. This is a very, very good module for Hoder. Like, extremely good. So I'm definitely going to put in the resources to not just put a basic module, but module upgrades. At least to level 2, probably level 3, because like I said, each incremental increase on Sanctuary gets you significantly more than a linear benefit. And for Hoder's kit specifically, it's very, like, that improves his kit massively. Especially in scalular things like Contingency Contract and Triple S. That probably makes him pretty solid in Triple S and Integrated Strategies. He was already fun in Integrated Strategies. I couldn't call him meta, but he was fun. He might actually become somewhat, we'll say somewhat meta. It depends on bosses. I don't know if regular monsters are annoying enough to justify needing something like Hoder, but maybe. And also the limits on his range is a pretty big minus for regular stages. What did I have here? New module. Not too important. We definitely got max pot on these guys. I would be shocked if I didn't. I'll probably level all of them up. I don't think I'll max all of them out. But what did she have? Oh shit! Are we gonna? Yeah, we'll do it. I guarantee you, this is the. It's gonna be skill 3. There's no way they would have done a. And it's another just. Oh wait, I think I could have swore I did this one too. I feel like I did these already. I'm having serious deja vu right now. I kind of want to max out my Eunectes as well, because I think that she's better than a lot of people give her credit for. I don't think that Eunectes' skills are as hard to activate as the general consensus is, and not because of the slow regeneration that she gets with her module. I actually can remove this module and charge her skills quickly. The secret is to pair her with a SP battery in a way where she will charge her skill reliably and or get batteried. So for instance, like if this were a normal map and I could position a Liskarm here, she normally only blocks 1. If you put her in a high traffic lane, she will kill things that she's blocking pretty efficiently, but if enough enemies are coming her way, she'll constantly have someone to block. You put a Liskarm behind her to hold up the enemies that would otherwise leak, and then when they hit Liskarm, as long as she's blocking, she can be batteried, even without the module. The module just allows you to also battery her with things like Saria or... yeah, I swear I already did this. Allows you to battery her with stuff like Saria or... whatchamacallit, a Warfarin, things like that. You don't actually need her module to make her more efficient, but you do have to pair her with another operator. And I don't think that makes someone automatically irredeemable. In the community, people hate having to use squad synergy. I think that's a dumb stance. I wish that more of the game was centered around synergies and not just having an operator be powerful by themselves. Like, I feel like if Milnar were way weaker, but then if you had a good pairing, he were way stronger. Like, let's say you have a Milnar, and then there's another character like that's considered powerful, like Texas Alter or something, and they had some kind of quirky synergy with how their talents interact with each other, to where like each of them would be weaker on their own, but when you have them both in a smart way, they're actually even more powerful than they are right now in their current forms. I wish the game was more like that, where you where essentially the game was easier, but easier for smart people. I love it. So many of these. Yeah, that's what happens when you're unlucky. You get tons and tons of 5 stars. We will just do this and then check to see if our chips are done. I should build Aurora at some point too. Hey, what's up? I have to check the chat to my side. It's unfortunately I don't have a setup where it's in front of me. I maxed out Marseille. It cost me everything, unfortunately, but I do have her maxed out. I was just cooking the chips. Looks like the last one just finished. We can...
Even more romantic if there were music swirling.
It's actually... We'll just leave that there. I don't need to swap them again. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if I swap them again. I do need to change this, though, to records. Alright. Let's see. We got to
Have you been
E2
doing well
Marseille
lately,
now.
Doctor?
Marseille. Boom.
これまで起きたことはいい土産話になりそう。カリンに話したらきっと喜んで聞いてく。
And we should have enough for that.
これってまさか過去に起きたことを再現する魔法？そんなもの
What does this require?
たくさん使えるの？
Damage
原理はどうなってるんだ？
510.
よかったら
Marseille,
やり方教えてく
defeat
だ
at
さい。
least 10 enemies. That sounds easy. Oh, it's a boss stage. It's this boss stage. Okay. We will see if we can do this off the cuff. I'm not going to try and make it difficult or anything. I'll actually do 3 vanguards. Get tons of DP. I need someone at the top. Why nuke it? We'll just do a blaze on top. We can do... Actually, Jessica's useful. I can use the shield if I fuck up deployment order or something to bait the arrows. I feel like I should take an archer. But our main... We really want to do as much as damage as possible with Marseille. Upgrade. Unlimited duration of skill can manually... we're gonna end up kind of testing this skill because I'm curious how this unlimited duration works with mana.
Coming, Commander.
We probably want...
On the line and ready to roll.
Do I want to just be easy or do I want to be a little more based? I could even... Rosmatis. Might be interesting. What do I want? So her mana drains. It's unlimited duration, but the mana continuously drains. Is that what you're saying on S2? I'm going to find out. I'm curious about the mechanics, and I don't trust what other people say. Other people are idiots. Because they rely too much on general sentiment from CN and not testing stuff themselves to find out. And people get so caught up on if they're wasting resources or not. And even though I'm not like the hugest Dungeon Meshi fan, I think it's pretty good. I'm not like a hater. I think the show's good. I like Frieren more and Mushoku Tensei more, but I still am glad that we got good fantasy. But I think Marseille specifically, I love her character in Dungeon Meshi. It's so good. She's my favorite part of the show by far. I don't know who I want to bring. We'll do Ray. I think Rosmontis is more interesting to use on this stage. Ray is stronger, but I've used Rosmontis a lot more.
Yeah, Sand Beast.
I don't think I need any other casters. We do need... we'll take just a Sculptor and some form of healer. Do I want to make this easy? We'll make it easy.
To the battlefield.
Some form of fast redeploy. I could even do an ambusher. Oh, actually, she would have worked. Do I want to replace? We'll take a red.
Infiltration.
We'll replace Ray with... because I've used Ray more than I've used Ella.
At least make it challenge.
I don't even think I need more than this. Bagpipe? Yeah, dude, Bagpipe's like the best operator in the game until Inez came out. Inez, it's like hard for me to say who's better, Bagpipe or Inez. That is really tough. But Inez and Sculptor, these three operators, Bagpipe, Inez, and Sculptor, it's like nobody comes close to them. Like, sure, Wizardel does a shitload of damage, but if you can't deploy her in time, then you can't beat a stage. You just it doesn't matter how easy she makes everything else if you can't make the DP. So it's like Bagpipe's good at everything. And you can always bring her in every single stage. Her S2, mandatory. That's like her lane holding skill. S3, she can literally tank bosses with S3. The mistake that people make is trying to use S3 for DPS. It's okay at DPS. But the thing is Bagpipe really shines when you have a Sculptor. And in a Sculptor buff, Bagpipe's S2 does more damage than S3. And you don't have to manage it against trash mobs. So you're not going to use Bagpipe as a main DPS to kill a boss with S2. It's more of a killing trash mobs and elites, but it does that perfectly. And in a Sculptor buff, it hits freaking hard and generates DP. So Bagpipe crushes it in every role except for healing. Inez crushes it because she does not quite as much damage as Bagpipe, but she has the range, hits drones, and reveals the invisible units, and fast redeploys. So it's really hard to, with that huge suite of things that those two characters can do, it's like, what more do you need? Dude, you could beat most of this game with a Bagpipe, Inez, and Sculptor, and nothing else. Like, yeah, that'd be interesting. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do a thing where I see how far I can get in the game with just those three operators. AKA my top tier of if I were to make a tier list operator wise. And again, that's because like there's 90% operators, there's 10% operators. Some people put a higher emphasis on the 10% because the 10% is harder. So you go against a boss, a really hard boss, maybe it's not even 10%, maybe it's 5%. But it's like, why do people like Surtur? Surtur's shit on 90% of stages plus. Because are you going to use her to burn some trash mobs and then die for 20-something DP and a 70-second recharge? Like, anyone can freaking kill trash mobs. Surtur is, like, completely unimpressive in normal stages. The reason why people like her is because when something is especially hard, she can be in an especially blunt object to whack it with. You know? And these skills are both really good, but people don't even care about these skills because all they really want Surtur to do is fight a boss that's otherwise annoying, and that's it. And that's the only... So she's good a fraction of the time, but that fraction of the time she is so good at that role that people are like, she's the best operator ever. I value based on utility, and to me, if you need that, you can borrow a Surtur. You don't ever need a Surtur in your account. When you need a Surtur, you can borrow one. Everyone has one. Tons of people have them maxed out. Surturs are like a dime a dozen in support. So, like, new players, getting a Surtur as a new player isn't actually better than, say, getting like a Degenbacher or a Bagpipe, even like a Thorns, something that's really going to carry you through most stages and not just be good at the hardest stages. So I actually think that people should be more hyped about getting ops like Bagpipe, because if you have to, like, think about farming. Do you want to have to borrow an operator all the time for farming stages and not be able to auto it? Like, that's annoying. If it's only a boss stage and that's the only stage you can't farm, but you can farm everything else until you get, other ops that cover that hole, that's fine. I think we're good on this. I don't think I need anything else. And Marseille, we just have to kill 10 enemies, right? So let's see how this goes. I feel like this should be enough, because this was like a hard-ish stage in year 1 for new players, but I should be able to completely sweep this. Like mop up.
Awaiting or cut them to pieces. I'm listening. Don't you can't hide your fear. I'll make you regret this.
Oh, we can't reach.
Flourish or perish. Nothing can mask this.
That's hilarious, dude. The Inez can... That's fucking great. Dude, Enos can hit that tile. She could just solo, not Faust. What's his face? Mephisto. That's great. Oh, man. And that should literally, we just beat the stage. The arrows are all going to go on her. And I can, when I activate this, oh shit, she's going to be able to hit him. Oh, she can't. We're one short. Her defense is pretty high, though. Like, this skill is great because the ammo doesn't exhaust very quickly, and because it's otherwise an unlimited skill until ammo runs out, she keeps this defensive bonus for a long-ass time. And it also improves the shield, but I can't use the shield in this tile. I would have had to deploy her, like, out here to use the shield. But she can easily tank even the purple shot from him. So the fourth shot, I think, is the purple one. Yeah, that's the one. That's the shot that when you're a new player can one-shot you. But if you're overbuilt for this, you can just tank it. Well, I wasn't even paying attention to her mana. I really should have. She's like in a perpetually confused state here. Is that like a mana thing? Can I see her mana somewhere? Or do I have to undeploy her to even see the mana? Yeah, you can't see the mana at all on this. I can only see... Because she doesn't have SP, so she has 25 mana. Yeah, Degenbacher, well, the ones that are really going to make your life easier is Bagpipe and Inez. Degenbacher and Saria will also make it easier for sure, in different ways. Degenbacher is just a good way to be lazy. Like, you don't really have to think about what your DPS is going to be, as long as she doesn't get one shot or something. As long as you're not dealing with a ranged threat like Faust that you can't otherwise deal with hitting your Degenbacher, then she can deal with just about anything.
Agony, ever etched on our hearts.
Yeah, I'm going to have to play around with Marseille a bit, because I think that, I think I deployed her too quickly. Well, this is an unlimited skill. I wanted to see how it worked, but I wasn't paying attention to her mana when she was here. Am I doing too much damage? I just realized she has to kill 10 enemies. I might need
Agony, ever etched on our hearts.
I might... It's gonna be funny if I have to redo this level. What's her attack at? Her attack is impressive. So the skill activated enough to give her the attack boost. I don't see a familiar, though. Or is that the familiar? Oh, that is the familiar. The little bird thing. So she was hitting hard. Oh, we got both of them. Yeah, dude, she was cooking. She was cooking that whole time. Marseille is... People are underestimating Marseille. Hands down. Like, the skill 2, once it activates, it's just an unlimited AoE skill that does a shitload of damage. Forever. Like, it doesn't... Her mana doesn't drain once it activates. We're not going to save that. I don't need to save that replay. That was just to get Marcel her module. Marcel, because we don't even have trust on her yet. We don't have a trust bonus. This will be at least 110 more attack. Her module is like another 120. And this doesn't even have masteries on it. So even though she was in a Sculptor buff, putting her up to about 2100 attack with AoE, dude, she was cooking. She was cooking. We're gonna mastery S2 first, then we're gonna do S3. I do want to try one-shotting bosses with this. I'm kind of planning on if I can make a video where, dude, Logos' skill, it's because it's funny. It's not that it's super powerful, but his skill is hilarious. Because he makes the sound, he goes, ah! It's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna build Don't worry. I'll build Liao. Oh, you're saying Logo. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Liao's. But yeah, I'm gonna build Liao's as well. I'm actually gonna build all of them. I'm just not gonna max all of them out. But we are gonna max out Marseille module and everything. We will have to come back to this because I'm probably gonna have to. I don't know if I have to farm or whatnot, but I will have her maxed out this week for sure. I need, what was I going to do? Start the mastery. We need to put Liaos in here. Or I'm sorry, Logos.
May I use my own office chair?
And we get 10%. 10%, yeah. Reactivate again, upgraded from your attack range +1. Attack speed +50. Attack stun the main target. This is a good skill. Dude, this is a good skill. People are sleeping on Marcel if they think she sucks. I'm just going to say that flat out right now. I don't know if this stops at 100%. It might only go up to 100%. And it might not upgrade this other stuff. I don't know. It's not terribly expensive. But I was looking at like all of the things you can do with her. And this is probably like going to be her main skill because it's just raw DPS. It's it's pretty straightforward. But I want to see how the mana works because I think you actually have to wait for this to charge up in the thing. I have to experiment. We're gonna see. We will see. I don't think I have any, I'm like out of space. Oh, nope, I'm not out of space here. I have one. So we can...
What's this place?
Burn one person's... We needed these. I needed 2, 2, 2, 2. I don't think I can... I don't have enough for that. Ooh. I'm gonna run out of morale. I think I can only build one. Two of these. Yeah, I can only build one. I mean, I can build another one if I want to backlog someone.
What's this place?
I'll have to come back and check. Texas is almost done there. We got a few that are almost done. That'll get me a level 2 module, I believe. Oh, I might not have the trust for level 2 module, though. Yeah, I don't have the trust. Oh well. We will have it by the end of the week. I promise. I don't know. I know this event's great. I'm excited. Let me see how much of the other operators I can build too. I guess I don't have Senshi yet. We got Liaos as a guard, right? Yeah. I wish I could kind of skip this. How much does that use? Ooh, that uses a lot. So I can probably only do one. I can do Liaos or I can do Chilchuck. It looks like we're just going to be using Liaos at 70. I can probably only get chill check to, what does this do? HP is above 50, vigor. First time a leader enemy appears on the field. Cannot attack. Interesting. That's not the best. Oh, it's a passive too. This auto recovery. We're gonna use this. This is definitely not meta, but we're gonna use this. I'll see how much I can get Chilchuck up, but I don't think I can get him high enough to be useful. He's an agent, right? So he's probably going to just be stuck at E1 nothing, because if I use this when I E2 Liaos, I won't be able to, I won't have much to level him with. So we'll just leave him here for now. I do want to look at his skills though. Super basic, not interesting. Dodge. Attack speed. So this is again just to get a lot of DP. This doesn't actually make him hit that hard. He's not super interesting. I am curious though what his module is going to do, because he's the only agent with a module. And what's this do? Units within range will not take damage from environmental effects or elemental damage. That's actually kind of interesting. There's going to be somebody that uses this in a max risk. I guarantee it. Someone is going to use this for a max risk clear. I promise you. But for normal stuff, this is pretty jank. He's pretty jank. I don't have any crazy plans for him, but I do kind of want to put together the Dungeon Meshy team. Maybe I'll try to do an IS2 clear or something with just the Dungeon Meshy squad at some point. Where is Liaos? I did his skills, right? I did his skills. Okay. So we can do those two. I think actually isn't... what's his name? The dwarf. I feel like the dwarf actually is like okay. He's similar to Gummy, I think, in his skill set. I think he's actually like pretty decent. What do these do? Can I even do anything with these? I have no idea. Fill to get more rewards. Okay. So I have to like play to get this stuff. What's this? So these are the stages. This is the shop. Oh, I could have just bought what I needed. Oh well. Oh yeah, we got a good amount of these too. And yeah. What's this? This is the stage clear rewards. Okay. Okay. This is the first stage. This is a lot of lanes for a first stage. Alright, we are going to concoct a squad for this. It's going to be slightly meme. Not completely meme. We will do a bagpipe and a siege maybe.
Assuming leadership, team will hereby carry out the operation.
We'll do a siege S1 because, or S2, I don't know the levels enough to go with that. We want Liaos. Where are you, Liaos? I need a real guard too. Let's say Pepe for now. Because I still need to use Pepe a bunch more too. Defender. Well, I can't take what's-his-face. We can take Gummy until we get what's-his-face. Cruise Altar. Marseille. We will do... Let's just take a Telopsis. That won't be cool. I should use Swire more, but I have to, like, think about... I have to think about that too much. I'll come back to that. I definitely need to test Swire more, though. I'm just gonna take a red. Oh, we're gonna take a KOB too. Because this is also, in a way, her event. Although, I don't know, I'm gonna have KOB fighting KOB? Is that kosher? I need to E2, or M3 her second, her third skill as well. It's interesting. It's definitely not meta, but it's interesting. We are... Yeah, we're gonna cook with this. Cook literally and figuratively. I kind of want to see some of the stuff in the story, but I will go through the actual reading stuff later. But I'm kind of curious, like... I'm gonna skim it for just some little key points. Because I'm kind of curious how they're... They do, like, the show, they do so many goofy faces in the show. So I was like, they have to have, like, all the goofy faces, like, in the actual story. Yeah. I'll definitely have to go and, like, actually read how all this is working, though. Nice. He's the only one that's just, like, not concerned looking. Alright, let's see. What do these do? Tries to flee. There's, like, a pot here, too. That's definitely gonna matter.
Pain. Get lost. My speed, then run while you can. Better to be a coward with a pulse than a martyr with a grave.
Where does that go? That goes here.
Benevolent shall
What's this do? Oh, I see. That gives us a buff.
discipline strengthens the will.
Oh, I should have paid attention to the mana. So I think she only had 42 mana. I need to, like, let her charge up more. Oh! I freaking leaked. I leaked hard. Well, not a... I guess in this event, not a real leak, but... No, I want Pepe. Let me select Pepe. There we go.
Discipline strengthens the will.
So these things just fill up the pot. That's all they do. My cruise is going to get blown up, though. Let's see if they have another vignette in here. I won't go through all of these either. I just want to see some of the artwork in here. Is there another vignette? I'm sure they have more than one in this event. Oh, we got a KOB at the end. I might need to use that dark KOB picture for something. Is this a tutorial stage? It's a tutorial stage. What kind of... I have no idea. Because luck is, in the grand scheme of things, luck doesn't matter. In the short term, like, there were periods of time when I first started playing the game, I wasn't especially lucky. But after playing for like 2 months, I got super lucky. Got this huge wave of 6 stars. I had a backlog of 6 stars that took me like 2 years to get through. To be able to build, just farming materials. Because also as a new player, you like have no materials. And then I actually had a strong account after like a year and a half. But it wasn't as good as it is now. It didn't really become shiny until I'd been playing for like over 2 years. But yeah, luck is one of those things where you can only see it in short spans of time. Eventually, it's all about big numbers. Everything evens out. That's why I said the most efficient way to pull is just pulling to the guarantee every time and stopping. But eventually you can save up enough to pulls to where you would not be using all your pulls. And there's not really a reason to save them indefinitely. There's no point in having resources that you never spend, so... At a certain point, also, being efficient doesn't help that much. So for me, in my account where I have most of the operators, a potential is worth less, most cases, than a new operator. And so if I'm not especially efficient, but I want to target a specific operator, if I miss that operator, and I don't get them for another year, but most of the banners that come up have all operators that I have, then skipping banners becomes like less of an issue. Yeah. So it's one of those things that as a new player, skipping banners is like only if you don't have at least 10 pulls in order to be able to make sure you hit the guarantee. But you just want to milk as many guarantees as you can because it's just the most efficient way to get 6 stars. It's sheer quantity. What are they saying? I'm getting a little hungry just thinking about it. Are they gonna eat Big Bob? Originium slugs? Wait, is he eating too? Oh, he's on my side. This is what happens when you didn't read this story. I will, though. I do want to know how they're tying this into Arknights. But I think reading on stream, it takes so long. It's a huge... Defeat edible enemies and their ingredients. Yeah, I noticed that. Heavier enemies, more ingredients. Okay. So by, like, enemy weight then matters. I can't even click anyone yet. Interesting. You can begin cooking once... Do they want me to? They want me to. I can't even increase the speed. Yeah, they do have special music for this, too. It's like Final Fantasy meets medieval, like, folk music. Food buff lasts a pretty good amount of time. Nice. And she does the bug-eyed expression when stunned. Well, they made Chilchuck look super cute. What's this do? Usual. Shiny berries. Used in a number of ways. Cook unusual meals and give everyone a special effect. So does this thing say what it does? When added to pot, add 20 ingredients. Restore 20 SP. Oh, so you can, like, feed her mana. That's actually really useful for Marseille specifically. Just because of her mana mechanic. This is 2 mana every attack for a big attack bonus. Do I have to activate this? I do have to activate it. Hey, later, man. Oh, this tells you what it does. Oh, there's... I see. Different stuff you can get. Oh, these are animated? That's kind of cool. Mushrooms. I wonder if they're going to let me chop these. Who was it that made these? It was Chilchuck. Chilchuck makes these not do damage, but only for 40 seconds. They're definitely doing level design geared towards the operators for this event, which I always appreciate when they make events where the operators for that event are actually good on. But I don't think anyone's going to build a Chilchuck so quickly they're going to be able to, like, exploit his strength for this. I need to, like, actually pay attention to our mana for frickin' once. Alright, I swear I'm gonna look at it this time. Alright, so it charges, like, from bottom to top then. So this right here is, like, progress. Does it say if I click on her? I don't see it anywhere. Do we just have to go off of visuals? Flower that devours whatever it wants but needs to remain still to digest. As is like the devourer things from whatchamacallit.
My weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
Oh, I thought it was gonna eat my dudes.
My speed and I hail from Victoria.
Ow.
Benevolence shall save lives.
Yeah, so she's not not fully charged yet, but getting there.
A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
I guess she's gonna be here. Nah, we actually want her down here. And this, let's try this. That did nothing. So it doesn't give her mana, maybe. Her attack is, again, it's impressive considering we don't have trust, we don't have mastery, we don't have max modules. So, and this is permanent.
My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
This thing's gonna get fucked up.
You're going.
Go on, bagpipe, stab!
In the mind. Get lost.
Oh, I got eaten.
Your lives hang in.
Nice.
Phew. I've managed to live up to the reputation of this uniform once more.
Holes. Lots of holes. And spots to actually use them. Is there actually a good way to use these holes? I guess we'll find out. We will do one of these. And where are you? One of these.
ドクターの部隊補佐として訓練に参加しますね。
I mean, it's stage 3. How hard can it be?
I have prayed to the gods, and they have revealed to me
Ooh.
an auspicious omen. We'll find
I am gonna get eaten.
We'll take them out all at once. A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
任せて。敵へロックオン。攻撃。
I don't have that.
Speed and I hail from Victoria.
Bagpipe kill this before I get dead? I guess so. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. That's kind of a problem. Ifrit would clear that out pretty easily. What can I do about those? This is actually kind of a problem with what I have right now. Because she's gonna get eaten. Well, she might not get eaten just because, yeah, now she's gonna get eaten.
A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
My speed and I hail from Victoria.
聞こえてるよ。
じゃあこの勇敢な歌に耳を傾けて。
This is not ideal.
Orders, please.
She's gonna get eaten. I should have done Liao's first, but whatever.
使い魔を使った時からもうすぐ返事が軽いんだよね。
みんなあっち行って。Jetzt ist Stoppe sich jetzt.
空気の陸地乾きすぎる。
My guess is that I probably won't need that. Ooh, those hurt.
My 前に私の許可は取ったのかしら。ねえ、獲物さん。
任せろ
My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
That was more complicated than I was expecting.
Logical deduction was absolutely correct.
I guess that's the challenge of blind stages, though. Not having any idea. I can't. There's no idea. I have to intuit off of just what's on there. This looks like an Ifrit lane. Although theoretically, like, this could be, or this could be also. You don't need an Ifrit, I guess, if you're gonna set up here, though. Probably a bit of Kobe here. Or no, Marseille. Marseille's gonna be here. Marseille can only... Oh, she'll be able to hit this with S2. We'll get our red back. Have a fast redeploy for unpredictable things. Do I want something else? It should be fine.
For want of a nail, the kingdom was lost. We'll take them out all at once. My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
Tactics sharpen the mind.
Of course.
Whoa, whoa! Let me down more slowly. There are fragile artifacts down there.
My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
Benevolent
She is fully charged, I think.
Пришло время особого блюда.
Do that.
Discipline strengthens the lost.
Actually, maybe I want this. I don't think I need this stun. I saw these guys and I was like, I don't know, they probably have some armor. Marseille's gonna freaking do work here, though. Does this... Am I getting +1 range? I don't see +1 range. She is damaging up here. I just don't know if she can target up here. Stop that.
Hurry up.
Nah, I didn't need that. What's this do? 150 ingredients, automatically activate, deploy them in random positions. Random positions! Using an operator restores 150 SP to that operator, then performs the above effect on them alone. What does that do to Marseille? Nothing. Yeah, so this skill doesn't really, like, work with... Oh, shit. Too late there. Too late.
Now this is a shocking discovery. Any idea how we might celebrate this, Doctor?
We learn through trial and error here. Let's see. I wonder if they're just gonna filter normally or if they're gonna go through some kind of like zigzag. Does zigzag even make sense with this? I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen. This is completely blind. These guys, what did they do again? Less physical and hard damage. Really likes shiny berries. So they make other dudes go faster. Actually, I have a pretty good setup for that, to be honest. Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, they got like a lot of hit points. Oh, what? They don't count as leaks. Unexpected. I'm not really sure how I want to do this. Maybe like this.
A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield. On alert!
Damn! Oh, because Praminix is stunned. I'm not having a good track record keeping Marcel alive to test her out. How imperative is it that I... we actually are going to do it this way.
Don't rush me. Let me get a nice big stretch before I squeeze down this hole.
I feel like that's not really efficient, but I kind of want to, we got our Marcel back. Should be able to keep her alive this time. What's this do? Low effect on that operator. Operator's 100 attack speed for 3 seconds, then minus 50. And repeat. Ooh. Who died? I can't even see. I have no idea who died. Oh, KOB. Ouch. What a jerk.
Simple and clear.
These guys hit hard. I don't think they have ranged attacks, though. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, come here, you can tank it, maybe. Yeah, dude. Just freaking tank it. Easy. So if you just feed them, they go away?
Now this is a short
I thought they were a borrowed enemy from another event, but they seem to have some unique abilities in this one. Because they look like they're from Who Is Real. These are. But they like added some other stuff to them. Really likes shiny berries. I mean, I just thought they would go to them on the map. I guess maybe you're just supposed to lure them? I don't know. I don't know. That'll get a Senshi. Right, I'm pretty sure. That was the 5th one. Yep. Gets a Senshi. I want to look at his kit real quick, because I'm a little curious. I think he's comparable to Gummy, though. Or Neural. Let's see.
Lately, Doctor?
Senshi. Let's see what his skill is. Or actually, I'll look at his first one. Begins cooking and stops attacking. I already don't like this skill. Restores HP equal to 190% on one allied unit and grant them one of the following buffs. Well, it gives them buffs too. That makes it more interesting. That's kind of interesting. He's more interesting. Because of the buffs. What's the other one? And what's his talent? Healing and defense. Pretty generic talent. Begins cooking and stops attacking for 10 seconds like Gummy. During cooking, all allied recovered HP. This is probably aura based, so this will probably heal enmity units. Afterwards, heal allied units with a certain range, so then a burst at the end. And restore mana. Ah, he restores mana. Not a lot of mana, and that's only relevant to one character. So I guess this is if you want to use him with Marcial's skill 1. Because skill 3, this would be difficult to charge any substantial amount without redeploying her. Skill 2 doesn't require that. Skill 1 is the only skill that really seems all that viable for. Why can't I click on that? Oh, it went away. Okay. So, interesting. Interesting. Wrong one. Let's see. Do these things do damage, or do they just run away? Oh, it's got like the seaborne spready stuff, and there's, okay. Okay. So I probably want a Sculptor here. Probably Gummy here. What has, like... I don't have anyone with a big enough range to hit all of that. I'm not going to be able to cleanse this either. I'm just going to have to tank it. And then the rest is just going to be DPS in this direction. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright. Oh, man. Was not expecting that. We'll be fine. Maybe. Probably. We really need good stun procs here. Not the best stun procs, but good enough.
My rule is the balance your lives hang in. Are you ready?
На позиции. Пришло время особого блюдогу.
Well, that is gonna hit them. I guess it's not gonna hit them. Wait, what does this do? Open the treasure chest and obtain the treasure within. Wait, what? How does that work? Oh, I just have to be near them. I see. I kind of fucked up there then. Oh, it just has, like... I'm a little disappointed by what was inside.
My speed and I hail from Victoria. A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
Все проголодались, верно?
Yes?
Standing by. Угощайтесь! Target marked.
I feel like there's gonna be some, like,
肉食の魔物の糞がないか確かめよう。
thing for opening all of these.
Oh, is it mine? Here I am.
I might not get that just based on the, oh, that one's like a mimic. That's actually gonna help me.
Все проголодались, верно?
What do these do? I can't even see. I am a little curious, though. Is it gonna show me? Shrieks for a while, continuously coughing, nervous impairment, chest limb, so that's the weird food thing. That will show up in this thing. Defeat a screaming chest. If you add to the pot after serving all friendly operators, gain large attack increase and restore nervous impairment every few seconds. Enjoy, they will obtain attack increase, but will receive nervous impairment every few seconds. This is a pretty good pot buff, not really that good of a operator buff. Does this even... hold on. Ah! Does this do anything? I don't see anything. Oh, these are all the enemies? Oh, I guess it tells you if you can eat them or not. You can eat the bird? Nice. She doesn't like crocodile. She'll eat an exploding slug, though. Nice. Alright. Drones. Oh, I see you. Maybe I'll get blown up. No promises. I might get blown up. Let's see.
腹もいっぱいだし、大丈夫だろ。
My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
安心して。きっと大丈夫だから。On alert.
A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
Tactics sharpen the
Does this thing have a lot of armor? Would I be better off with like a KOB there? Can't do that. Well, I mean, I can do that, but... These things are kind of annoying. Ooh, I'm gonna get bombed.
My rule is to balance your lives hanging.
Все проголодались, верно? Выберите меня! Меня выберите! Whoa, whoa! Let me down there slowly. There are fragile artifacts down there.
My weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
That was like not actually optimal positioning.
Oh, is it not it? You're going. If we run, put that down.
Smash that thing.
Hands desecrated.
I need my gummy. Give me my gummy.
Lives hanging.
Skill or death is in my eyes.
I don't have... Oh, they fly down. Okay. I was a little bit worried there.
Standing by. На позиции. Взбодритесь.
My weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
I can just kind of like tank these. Strategery.
Все проголодались, верно?
Come on. Charge.
Take now, put that down. Your
Big smash.
hands desecrated.
What did the big crabs do?
Я не хотела, чтобы все закончилось так.
At some point, if I fuck up bad enough, I'm gonna have to know. Oh, they're silenceable. So I fucked up by not having a Lapland. So they can recover hit points, making them tankier. And, my god, they have a lot of defense and res. They get slaughtered by elemental and true damage. So more than silence, true damage and elemental is just even better on them. Oh, actually, well, no, KOB would work because she has a tiny bit of res shred. I'm not gonna get to use KOB though. Actually don't need that because I got
Have you been doing well lately, Doctor?
this. Okay. Which stage is this even? Is this the boss stage? This can't be the boss stage because KOB's on it. Or am I on crack? I guess it can be the boss stage. Because I can use KOB. Do I don't think I need a... Do I need true damage? Or elemental damage? I can go with an elemental damage option.
Audience, have you picked
I kind of feel like...
three?
Yeah, I feel like I'm cheating if I'm using her.
Upon changing armaments, my combat style will also be obliged to adapt. Take due note when deploying me.
So we're gonna do the feed KOB route. I know a little bit about this boss battle.
I have prayed to the gods, and they have revealed to me an auspicious
Yeah.
omen. We'll find something good this time.
Hungry Dogo is hungry. So hungry. And we get to see her true form. And then it tells me, I think, here. I think I actually have to still, like, I think I have to block her still. I don't want to block her with that.
We'll take them out all at once.
My discipline strengthens the will.
My rule is to balance your lives.
Oh!
On alert. 安心して。きっと大丈夫だから。Arching it, charging.
My weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
Here I am.
Speed.
Смотритесь, народ! Взбодритесь, народ!
口乾きすぎね。
この辺り
Все проголодались, верно?
My weapon chooses.
Stand still!
Bravery shall overcome evil.
My weapon chooses.
Happy Dogo.
Угощайтесь! Взбодритесь, народ!
Oh. I got an idea.
Все проголодались, верно?
Hurry up.
Oh, is it not? Here I am! О, все проголодались, верно? Взбодритесь.
A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
Oh god. I need, can I feed this thing? Nope.
Угощайтесь.
My weapon chooses its worthy wielder.
Take no cuts trying to steal this. Угощайтесь.
Arching it, charging.
What do I need? I still need these things, right? No! I failed.
A warrior must be ready to face death on the battlefield.
I didn't think she would go through. The stun got me. What was stunning me? I don't even know. Do these things cause stun? If defeated before escaping, release a blinding gleam. Stunning surrounding. Send before attempting to escape via digging. That just happens. That's not silenceable either, is it? Frighten. It doesn't say immune to silence, but it normally shows an X if it's silenceable. There's actually some other stuff I want to try too. I will, it's not super important that I do all of this in one day. The boss isn't super hard either. I don't want to do the kill KOB ending. I want to, like, finish it the proper way with cooking stuff. But I'm going to have to figure out a little bit of puzzling. And this isn't a malding stream today.
Lately, Doctor?
Actually, I don't think it'll require that much malding. But I want to do the, I want to try this too. it's a cold stage. These things you have to attack. I don't know if there's a boss on this or not. I will use Marseille, but we're going to completely change this. We will do a 3 Vanguard setup. Only because I've literally no idea what's going to be on here. So we'll be relatively conservative. With my setup. Am I going to do a Arcado? I still want to get used to Marseille. Might take a Lin as well. And is there someone I want to replace for a fast redeploy? Oh, we could use Inez as a fast redeploy. We should be good. I can't imagine that this will be super hard. But again, I have no idea. I just wanted to do this as well today. I am close to the 2-hour mark, which is normally how long I stream for anyways. But I might actually play a little bit of Monster Hunter too. That's kind of why I was like, oh man. Got a lot to do today.
Exusier, cover me. Draw swords.
No, we'll do Sculptor here. And oh, there's 2 here. Ooh, I don't like that. How do I want to handle this? Where's this come from? Where's the other side of this? It's not that. Is it here? I think it's here. So enemies can go from somewhere this way through here, and then probably... it doesn't matter which way they go at that point. We want... I might want Thorns here, facing this way. Now I kind of want Thorns to be able to hit these things, though. Because his skill is really good at activating these things. Thorns here doesn't really help much. A Lin may be here. I feel like she'd take damage from that, though. Where the heck do I want my Thorns? I can put him here facing this way, and he'll keep this one lit. This'll be a pain in the ass, though.
I'm listening. Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Forward! Benevolence shall save lives.
How do I want to reconcile this?
Watch the shadow behind me. Tactics sharpen the mind.
Awaiting order. Cut them to pieces.
Benevolence shall save lives. Got it.
It's not really optimal that way. I mean, that has to be on this side. This might work better. We're just gonna do that. Oh, it's there! Oh my god, that is not what I was expecting. Did I fuck up? I mean, I can redeploy.
Don't worry about me.
It is not too late.
I've scaled a lot more volcanoes than you can imagine.
That is not what I was expecting.
Discipline strengthens the will.
What's this one? Did I at least get it in the right direction there? Shit. Shit, shit, shit.
Got it.
I'm listening. You can't hide your fear.
Tactics sharpen the mind.
Awaiting more. Cut them to pieces. Don't keep me waiting.
War. A word I've not heard in a long, long time.
Bravery shall overcome
Can I get that
evil.
skill off at least?
そうすればお互い手間が省けるだろう。
ご命令を。弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ。This time,
That doesn't cover that.
the missing data
But
from the last report.
that would cover that. That'll keep thorns up at least.
Discipline strengthens the will.
That's a little annoying though.
Bravery shall sow the mountains when summer leaves are white blue. Seed the plains when equinox.
So I can probably,
You can't stop me.
she can heal everyone, right? So we can move her. That slot. I don't actually know if that's even a good spot to put her. I kind of wish I could put her here. That'd be great. You know who I could put there?
How soon do you want them gone?
Tactics sharpen the mind.
Got it. You can't stop me. Awaiting orders.
Orders, please. Tactics sharpen the mind.
I feel like this is going to make a lot of sense at some point. Being able to hit all of these.
Tactics sharpen the mind.
Got it.
I don't trust that either. I feel like at some point I might need tankiness there. I don't know.
Roger will come requesting permission to fire.
But we got Degenbacher in range to cover that tile as well, if necessary. And if these guys take damage, hopefully I can get sewn tiles on these. The only thing I can't heal is Degen. But I do have a deployment that I can use for Ea Altar. Theoretically, I can put her here facing up and then use her skill 3 to global heal, which isn't super optimal, but there's worse things that I could do.
Capable of settling this. Then let me handle it.
Got it. You can't stop me.
And I could also retreat Texas, but why can't I? Oh, that's a ground tile. Oh, that's actually more convenient. I can do something with this.
I will save your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
I could actually move Texas here.
Got it.
That's what we're gonna do.
ゲームは3つの選択が敵には3種の苦難があります
I know what better match your staff.
ゲームは3つの選択が敵には3種の苦難があります
I feel like we're gonna have that boss that at some point that having these lit helps for. And I'm not gonna have this one lit, which I think makes things a little annoying, but
You didn't think. So this is what happens when you
we
cross
can
the line.
Let's begin.
do that now.
Waiting. Cut them to pieces.
弦の振動を感じて
So we're gonna redeploy her. We're gonna hope that this space is less valuable, and that I can put Lynn here and have all of these cooking.
Awaiting order. Shut up.
I have no idea if that's actually a good idea, but that's what we're gonna try. What I can do
Pete and I hail from Victoria.
is see if there's any way to...
Standing
No.
by, 弓を引いて狙いを定めて放つ
Yeah, it's where I thought it would be.
Picked out your bait yet? You can't hide your fear.
福音が指先に集まる
Awaiting. Shut up. Don't keep me waiting.
福音が指先に集まる You want to talk?
Those guys do hurt her. Not ideal.
Got it. Shut up.
Roger, Wilco. Be advised. Target eliminated.
I can just use her at least for a global heal. It does max out my deployment though.
狙いを定めて放つ
Shut up.
This time, those particles have no place here. Send them away. 弦には3つの選択が敵には3種の苦難があります
Got it. Cut them to pieces.
Sculptor. Well, no, that wouldn't have helped.
福音が指先に
Sculptor here would have buffed more, probably. 1, 2, 3. Not really a big difference one way or another.
This is what happens
When you cross, cut them to pieces.
弦の振動を感じて
Awaiting.
弓を引いて
But W, I think W mines can activate these as well. That might have been a... Classic W might have been a good pick for this.
弦には3つの選択が敵には3種の苦難があります
Awaiting. Cut them to pieces.
So we're in a new wave. But still, these are still easy waves. Nothing crazy at this point.
Got it. You want to talk? Too late for that.
I'll reset her skill. This would be a better spot for those loop shooters. This would be a really good spot for a loop shooter. I don't have any E2 loop shooters. I have Caper built to E1 max, but I don't have her E2'd. I should. I'm considering what 4 stars I want to use for integrated strat meta. Yeah, they were kind of piling up. Do I need to Degenbacher this? No.
Got it. Give me a reason to let you go. Don't have one? Shut up.
Oh, the snowball guys have arriveth. And if I recall, these guys are kind of strong. I might have killed them before they became an issue.
Roger, welcome. Be advised. Target eliminated. Got it. You want to talk? Too late for them. Roger, welcome.
Reset her skill. While I have a shield and Degenbacher up, worst case scenario. Charge that.
In position.
I'm gonna use her skill. Activate Lin.
In position. Be advised. Target eliminated. Got it. You want to talk? Too late for them. I wasn't supposed to. Branch and bone bear weeds. Mounds and
Oh, they didn't attack Arketo for me to get a thing up there.
Got it. Cut them to pieces.
shatter into pieces.
Conviction will throw you off pace.
In position. Be advised. Target eliminated.
Awaiting. Cut them to pieces.
Some DP. We're about to go into the 6th wave. What will appear?
The shadows are trembling.
Not a bunch of those guys.
Got it. Cut them to pieces.
Mostly doggone. Give me a reason to let you go. Don't have one? God, not today. Life thriving stone. I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Oh, that's not gonna do anything.
Got it. Cut them to pieces.
弦の振動を感じて In position, be advised. Target eliminated. Got it. You didn't think. So this is what happens. When
So
you
we
cross
are getting close to the last wave. What do these guys do? I don't even know. Not enough to hurt Lin. Maybe enough to... Nope. Gonna target Lynn the whole time, which is actually good for me. Charge my SP.
Awaiting orders. Got it.
Oh,
Got it. You want to
that kind of hurts, though.
too late for that. Roger, welcome. Be advised. Target.
I was hoping that that would, I don't know why I was thinking that would go further. What's these guys' range? Not quite global.
I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
They won't shoot Arketto. Arketto is invincible right now.
Cut them to pieces.
This is probably the last wave. Yeah, last wave.
Most are all gone. Give me a reason to let you go.
So it doesn't look like... I don't think there's going to be a boss. If there was a boss, it would have appeared in this wave. I think.
Awaiting. You can't stop me.
This town ashes from volcanoes. They consume and erase, then nourish and propagate.
Got it. You want to talk?
You can't stop me.
Let's see.
If you'll I plant you into the soil.
Yeah.
Shut up.
DP.
Got it.
Skill.
Let you go. Don't have one?
She's in a little bit of danger now. A little bit of danger. Nah, we're good.
Ashes from volcanoes. They consume and erase, then nourish.
That snowball would have killed her if I didn't have something to heal her up with in time. There's a little bit of a gap between Sculptor skills and her uptime if she takes, Oh, I don't have it! Oh, come on! Now hit Arketto! No!
Still money. Emotion is meaningless here.
Got it. Give me a reason to let you go.
Unfortunate.
In position.
Hey, activate. Activate!
Roger, welcome. Requesting permission to fire.
It's almost over. This isn't too bad. There's no boss. If there was a boss on here, it would have been a lot harder. And that's what I was concerned about. Because the boss that uses these fire mechanics is actually kind of annoying.
If you'll really sow the mountains when summer leaves.
And Jessica's invisible unit reveal for the win at the end.
No resting on your laurels now. We've got more fighting ahead of us.
What did we get in here? What goodies? Nice! These are pain in the ass to farm. Do I have to manually collect these? There's not a collect all. Well then. Am I have to think about that other map. And I'm going to do that off screen. I'll show how I beat the boss stage on stream at some point. But I'm not concerned about doing that right away. I am decently past the 2-hour mark. Let me...
These are rare documents.
Where are we at? So later tonight, I'll start
Following procedure.
the Mastery 2 on this. I really want to get this maxed out and test these two skills out thoroughly. This skill's not bad as well. It's just on any stage that you can exhaust her mana for it, this stage becomes worse. But most stages only last like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. On 2x speed. You're gonna kill on any stage that doesn't have a boss. She has enough mana to pretty much kill almost everything on the stage before she runs out of mana in modern content. So that might not actually be a big issue, especially with her module upgrades and trust bonus and like maxed out. I might actually M9 her, because this skill didn't seem that interesting to me. But if she has 120 mana, that's 60 shots. Basically, this is like an ammo skill that you can use one time without necessarily combining with Senshi. But I don't think Senshi is necessary. I think people are sleeping on Marseille. The only weakness that I see in her kit is that she doesn't have Res Shred. Oh, what's she look like? Hold on. Does she have like a funny animation? Oh, nice. She gets annoyed.
How does this tune sound?
He has a flute. Oh man. Nice. I'm curious what her idle animation is, but I'm not just gonna like stare at this on screen to see. I'll see it eventually at some point, and if it's good, I'll just get a recording of it.
Doing well lately, Doctor?
I think I have an uncompleted run here. Nope, I don't. Okay. But I didn't get all of these. I'll do that off stream. This just completing that. I thought I had a like half run here that I could finish. What I am going to do though is I'm going to get two of the, or I guess I can only do one of these right now. I will probably stream again pretty soon. Well, am I going to do Monster Hunter? Do a little bit of, oh man. What time is it? 1948. Am I going to do Monster Hunter today or not? I do not know. Oh man. I'll probably call it here for the night. But I'll stream again. It won't be like 2 weeks again, because I'll do this event on stream for sure. I'll do the boss on stream. I just have to think about who I'm actually going to bring for it, because of that stun. So I'm going to need something that makes me more resilient to stun. Probably like a Lumen. Makes it the most simple solution, and he has a huge range. So I can pop a Lumen into the party and actually optimize my squad a little bit instead of just kind of picking random ops that I felt like. Although I'm sure I could actually do it with the ops that I have, but then I have to optimize more. I would rather optimize by thinking smartly about what operators to use, since I have a deep roster, than trying to force a square peg through a round hole like you have to a lot when you're a new player. Which is a skill. It's just a different skill. And one that I have, but I don't particularly enjoy that process as much on... Well, it depends on the stage. On like puzzle stages, it's a bit more annoying. On normal stages, if it's not too hard, it's not so bad. Just optimizing limited resources. It is pretty bad on hard stuff, though. I wouldn't want to do design a strife with like a newbie squad. That just sounds like pain and suffering. Hours of pain and suffering, and possibly to find out it's not even possible. So that's kind of the stuff that I think isn't really fun, but some people like. People that are into max risk like that stuff. But yeah, Marseille, we did manage to max Potter. It cost me literally everything. I didn't have to spend any real money, but sans real money, it cost me everything. Everything I had stockpiled. I don't normally max pot operators, though. I just wanted to max pot her because so many people are not fans, and I kind of want to at least somewhat prove a point with my content that most operators are better than people think, because people kind of over prioritize quote unquote the meta, but it's not even really the meta. It's like a combination of like popularity on CN and ease of use and general purposeness. But the more operators you have, the less valuable being general purpose becomes, and the more it's useful to have specialized tools for things that you don't already have a generalist operator that can do. So it's kind of like how, people really rant about how good Milnar is. But let's go back in history. Who did Milnar really take the place of? It's Chalter. So once upon a time, people had, Ash or Exucii or Silver Ash for like DPS. And then one of the first sort of mega overhyped operators of all time was Chalter. When Chalter came out, Ash had kind of fallen off because of stun immunity becoming prevalent. And Silver Ash was still being used a lot, but Chalter's just damage and the versatility of the skill, especially being a much shorter cycle and being able to end it whenever you want, it removed the biggest weaknesses of Silver Ash, which was that there was no point in letting him recharge the skill because redeploying him took the same amount of time or better. Right now, with full module upgrades, it's actually substantially better, just cycle time wise, to redeploy him. And his module actually does make his damage competitive again. He hits really hard now with the full module upgrade. It's around 45% more damage from what he did before, which is a good chunk more, an impressive chunk more. And his skill lasts pretty long. It just has a horrendous cycle time. But yeah, Chalter, it wasn't that her range was so much better. It wasn't that her skill had so many effects. It was just that the main thing was that it was a lot of damage, and it was a much better skill cycle time that was more manageable than Silver Ash. The downside is ranged tiles are more scarce than ground tiles. So then what happened is that what made Chalter fall off was that we got Milnar, who used a ground tile, which are more plentiful than the ranged tiles, so you removed the limitation that Chalter had. He has a better cycle time. I mean, still, it's comparable. We'll say comparable cycle time, because Chen's is, you have to charge it up, but it's ammo skill, and you can reset it whenever you want. So kind of equal on cycle time. It wasn't that he was better at that. His damage is also comparable. His range is much larger. But the main selling point was honestly that he's just deployable to a ground tile, and also he's cheap. And he can defend and do a few other adjacent things that honestly didn't matter. Even if during his skill up time, if he still blocked 0, it wouldn't change how people feel about him almost at all. His block 3 when skill is up is almost never relevant to what people care about him for. And that's kind of why I said he's used like a ranged operator, not like a ground operator, but he uses a ground tile. And that was his main advantage. That was really his selling point over everything else compared to Silver Ash or Chalter. But if Milnar never existed, how much harder would the game be if people had a Silver Ash or a Chalter? Most of the things that people use Milnar for, Silver Ash can still do. He's just sitting there with his skill charge waiting to go more. Because you're probably getting 2 skill activations, maybe 3 with Milnar. That's the same as Silver Ash. Silver Ash just requires more planning. He's a little harder to use because of that limitation, but the actual in an optimized scenario where the timings, there's basically no advantage to Milnar. Realistically, it's kind of in people's head. He's easier to use. He might require less time to optimize to figure out the solution. And that was kind of one of the things that I realized, is that, like, as new operators come out that people kind of hype as being the creme de la creme, that it doesn't necessarily make the game actually easier for you if your account's already been built up. It's not quite a side grade, but it's like, as an upgrade, if you have Chalter and Silver Ash, it's like 1 or 2% difference in challenge using Milnar to clear the vast majority of stages outside of some very specific scenario where his differences from those other two would actually make a substantial difference. But in those cases, how many other operators could also fill that role? Like Degenbacher could probably fill that role if that were the case, or Neural, or maybe even Zuo Li in some cases, probably Viviana or Surtur. It's like at a certain point you have so many options that it doesn't really matter. And so once you have a ton of sort of options that are good a lot of the time, it's like if you needed a Weedy all of a sudden and didn't have her, there's no substitute. Nobody can replace a Weedy. Or to a certain extent, Gladia. Weedy is definitely more useful on the few times she's super useful than, say, Gladia. Ascalon is actually an operator who fits in a specialized category for crowd control, but also still does really well in damage, which is Ascalon's super good because you can kind of still use her for everything, but she fills a more niche categorized role on top of being general purpose. That's nice to have in your in Magic the Gathering, you'd say, sideboard. Same with Ella, Ascalon, and Dorothy. And even like the fast redeploys kind of fall into that category. So at a certain point, it's kind of nice to have Axe, Lees, and stuff like that instead of just generic DPS. So yeah, I definitely wanted to build Marseille because so many people were not excited about this collab outside of just like liking the anime maybe, or maybe they still hope they get her for free. But the meta crowd in particular is very negative on Marseille, and I don't think she deserves it, even if, how shall I say, I don't necessarily think she's going to replace Logos or anything like that. Logos is pretty insane because he does a lot of things. Damage is one of them, but he does it in different categories, obviously. He has a huge range on his S3, and all of his skills are pretty useful. His module upgrade is actually pretty good. His talents can actually be synergized in weird ways with other operators. So the fact that he inflicts res means that this res applies to anyone else attacking stuff. So you can actually combine him with Marseille in order for Marseille to take advantage of this res shred. And that you can do the same thing with Ifrit or Aya S2 as well. This is not a selfish skill. But the other thing that's kind of weird is this arts damage taken plus 150 on targets for 5 seconds. Anything like Thorns' skill, for instance his talent that deals arts damage on tick, each of those ticks is going to get this as well. Any instance of arts damage that they take, it's going to add this damage onto it. So, in theory, any operators that deal, even if it's like 1 arts damage, it doesn't matter what it is, any amount. Like Ethan, I think, does 30 on ticks. That 30 damage is gonna trigger on each of those ticks. So this can be massively stacked on enemies depending on what setup you do. And that kind of is another layer of what makes him so good and powerful, is that even if you ignore potential synergies and just play him surface level, he's strong. But there's like a lot of stuff you can stack on top of that to make him especially powerful. Like consider this you could add 150 damage to each of Marseille's explosions if you do the massive chain attack on skill 3. But that'd only come out to 1500 damage. Not super impressive, but it's still, it depends, because it's also AoE. So if there were a whole bunch of enemies with a whole bunch of hit points, then it would add up to a lot. because the splash damage on all of that, depending on how many you're hitting, you're getting a plus 150 on every single splash as well. Oh, well, he does have to hit them for this to work, though. So there is that limitation. I don't know. At any rate, I won't go too much into my rant about my criticisms of how people treat the meta in one single sitting. But I'll just put a little tidbit of it somewhere in my streams. We will call it here so that I can get some coffee and do some stuff. I literally started this stream like right after work. I haven't had any breaks outside of that. I work, wife, stream, and I'm gonna take the rest of the evening off. But I will be back on soon because I do need to make more progress in Monster Hunter. I might even do a few hunts tonight just so that I'm not completely in the newbie area. And but I'll probably stream that again. I still need to rescue the newbie account. And at some point, I swear I will find the time to come out with that Sarkaz lore video. I know a good amount about it. What really stalled it is the fact that I want to go and like actually properly read the lore to see if I pick up anything that I'm missing and do like proper research on it, because I don't know how long that video is actually going to be. It really depends on how much lore I can dig up to cover about Sarkaz Mercenaries, because it's really going to be everything that we know about Sarkaz Mercenaries, which means there's some adjacent to Terra lore and Sarkaz overall history, not just Mercenaries. But I'm not going to do all of everything Sarkaz and Terra. It's just going to be the things that I can tie into being relevant towards because there's such a strong, like Sarkaz are like the number one group of people that are drawn to mercenary work, and so many of them are key to the storyline. And so it's kind of a topic that you can cover that's general lore, but ties heavily into all of the themes that are in Arknights, and also paint some interesting information that not everyone is aware of unless they're lore fiends. So that is on the horizon. I just have to do a bunch of like proper homework, and that makes it a little less appealing because it's a video that I would like to see, and if I want to do it in a way that if I were watching it I would enjoy, it means I have to do a bunch of work that I don't hate but am not especially looking forward to, just because the amount of time that it takes up. That could be something else, because I do have serious things that I do as well, like my investor life, and I have to go shoot some guns, and I have a full-time job, so yeah, it sucks having limited time and unlimited requirements. Anyways, I am not out just yet. I'll play I didn't play too much music. I'm actually gonna change that before I go off. Signing out here, I will play a few songs as an outro.
Who did the mercenary fights for gold? But he's caught in a story untold. Streaming star, you official on the screen. Life changed fast like a crazy dream. Skies above, pixels so bright. Fingers clicking through the endless night. You official's voice is all I hear. Mercenary's heart trapped in digital cheer. Stunlock love in the online haze. Hoarder is lost in the virtual maze. He streams and he dreams with eyes so wide, bound by the screens, nowhere to hide. From the battlefield to the glowing chat, Daisy's quest just to feel where she's at. Every donation makes his heart race. Mercenary simping in this crowded space. Warrior's pride meets a heart divine. In the digital world he starts to pine. Dollars and bits for a fleeting glance. Holder waits for their romance to dance. Lost in pixels, heart on sleeve. Sim for a streamer hoping to believe. Screen lights glow on his longing face. girl named Platinum. She's lighter than a breeze. She's got a smile so golden. She brings me to my knees. Flatter than a flapjack, but she got that style. Toronto girl so cool, she makes all the boys go wilder. She struts down the street like she's owning the town, with a shimmer in her step, never lets them get her down. Her curves may be subtle, but her charm is bold. Got a heart of diamond, she's a sight to behold. Platinum, your shining makes the world aglow. Current girl, you reap just what you sow. Flatter than a flapjack doesn't mean you lack. You're gonna show the world, girl, you got what they lack. In the club she dances, lights follow her lead. Doesn't need much, just a rhythm and a beat. She's a firework in motion, breaking every mold. Platinum girl, you're worth more than your weight in gold. People talk, but she won't hear a thing. Platinum's got dreams that awaken with the spring. She takes on the world with the spark in her eye. Flatter than a flapjack, but she's flying sky high. Platinum, your shining makes the world aglow. Current girl, you reap just what you sow. Flatter than a flapjack doesn't mean you lack. Gonna show the world, girl, you got what they lack. Platinum, your shine, it makes the world aglow. Current girl, you reap just what you sow. Flatter than a flapjack doesn't mean you lack. Gonna show the world, girl, you got what they lack. In the club she dances, lights follow her lead. Doesn't need much, just a rhythm and a beat. She's a firework in motion, breaking every mold. Gonna show the world, girl, you got what they lack. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Got what they lack. In the club she dances, lights follow her lead. Doesn't need much, just a rhythm and a beat. She's a firework in motion, breaking every mold. Platinum girl, you're worth more than your weight in gold. People talk, but she won't hear a thing. Platinum's got dreams that awaken with the spring. She's a firework in motion, breaking every mold. Platinum girl, you're worth more than your weight in gold. You got what they lack.
Trying to escape from echoes past. The soul air, she's the Texas last. In her shadow, Lapland awaits to witness the intertwining of fates. No distance is far enough to hide. Selene awaits with swords at her side. Memories can't weigh her down of her family's lost renown. Texas won't break, won't bend, won't bow, as Lapland awaits a fate she can't allow. Swords cross paths to solemn vow. For families they both disavow. Texas, Texas, hear the call. A fate for a will that will never fall. When Lapland's near, her skin will crawl. prepares for a brawl. Syracuse's family's reach is long. Eddie's pulling you where you belong. Villains beware not to be reckless. Only fools try to mess with Texas. A contract is formed, a new fang born. Familial ties completely forlorn. Inspired by Selenia's strife, that plan becomes Arrow's knife. Texas won't break.